Do you want to become rich? This is a question that almost everyone will answer with yes. But in our society, there are many misunderstandings about becoming rich. We think that to become rich, either you need very good luck or you have to do something wrong. We believe that money is the root of all evil. But today, the book and the person we're going to talk about will break all these beliefs. Today, we will talk about a Silicon Valley legendary investor, the founder of AngelList, and a modern-day philosopher, Naval Ravikant, and his book, The Almanack of Naval Ravikant. Naval says that becoming rich is not just about luck. It is a skill that can be learned. He claims that even if all his money and all his fame were taken away, and he was left on the streets of any English-speaking country with nothing, he would become rich again within 5 to 10 years. Why? Because wealth creation is a game, and if you understand its rules, you can win again and again. In this video, we will divide Naval's wisdom into two main parts. First, how to build wealth, and second, how to stay happy and peaceful in life. So let's begin this journey. First, let's talk about wealth. Naval says that first you must understand the difference between wealth, money, and status. We often think of these three as the same, but they are different. Money is a tool that we use to exchange time and wealth. Status means your position in society, and it is a game where for someone to go up, someone else has to go down. That means for one person to rise, another person must fall. But wealth is different, and it is the most important thing. Wealth is assets that make money for you even when you are sleeping. Wealth is a factory that keeps producing all night. It is computer code that serves customers all day and night, or the money kept in a bank that is growing through investment. Naval says that if you want freedom, you should not chase money. You should chase wealth. And the first rule of building wealth is that you can never become rich by selling your time. When you do a job, you are selling your time. The problem is that your time is limited. You cannot work more than 24 hours in a day. So whether you are a doctor or a lawyer, if your income depends on your time, your earnings will always have a limit. To become rich, you need equity. You need to be an owner or a partner in a business. You need to separate your money and your effort from your time. But now the question is, which business should we do? Or where should we invest? Here, Naval explains a very deep concept that he calls specific knowledge. Specific knowledge is the kind of knowledge that cannot be taught in schools. Naval says, if society can train you for something in a classroom, it can train someone else too and replace you. Specific knowledge comes from your own curiosity and passion. It is a mix of your DNA, your upbringing, and your experiences. What were you good at as a child? What is that thing you can do for hours without getting tired, but others find very difficult? It could be sales, coding, playing a musical instrument, or reading science fiction. Specific knowledge is not found, it is recognized. Follow your curiosity and become who you truly are. Then you will become the best in the world at that thing. Naval says, no one can compete with you at being you. So the best way to avoid competition is to be completely authentic. When you do work that feels like play to you, but looks like work to the world, you become a master at it. But having specific knowledge alone is not enough. The next part in the wealth-building equation is leverage. Leverage means a tool that multiplies the impact of your effort. Archimedes once said, "Give me a lever and a place to stand, and I will move the earth." The same rule applies in business. Naval talks about 3 types of leverage. The first is labor leverage, which means other people work for you. This is the oldest method. Saying, "So many people work under me," sounds impressive and increases status. But Naval says this is the hardest form of leverage. Managing people is difficult and comes with many complications. The second is capital leverage, which means money. If you have money, you can invest it to make more money. This was the biggest leverage of the last century. Warren Buffett uses this. But to get this leverage, you first need money. The third leverage is the most special one, and it is a game changer for today's world. This is leverage through code and media. It is permissionless leverage. Naval calls it permissionless because you do not need anyone's permission. For labor leverage, you have to hire people. For capital, you have to ask someone for funding. But to write code, make YouTube videos, record a podcast, or write a book, you do not need anyone's permission. When you build software, it works day and night. It has no holidays. When you create a video or a podcast, it is watched even while you are sleeping. This is the leverage that made Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, and Joe Rogan rich. This leverage is the weapon of the new rich. Naval says that today, everyone has a supercomputer in their pocket that is connected to the entire world. If you are still not using leverage for your effort, you will fall far behind. In the process of building wealth, there is another very important skill, and that is judgment, the ability to make the right decisions. Naval says that in today's world, the value of hard work is decreasing, and the value of judgment is increasing. This does not mean that you should not work hard, but what matters more than how hard you work is the direction in which you work. If you are running in the wrong direction, it does not matter how fast you are running. One right decision, one right investment, or choosing the right business can be more valuable than 1,000 hours of hard, tiring work. And how does this wisdom or judgment come? It comes from experience and from mastering the basic skills. Naval advises that instead of reading fancy books, you should focus on the basics. Understand the fundamentals of microeconomics, game theory, psychology, ethics, and mathematics. When your foundation is strong, you will see the world more clearly and make better decisions. To sum up Naval's ideas on wealth creation, we can say, make yourself a product. This means recognize your specific knowledge, take accountability, and use leverage to take it to the whole world. And this will not happen overnight. It requires patience. Compound interest does not work only with money, but also with your knowledge, your relationships, and your reputation. So play the long-term game and play it with long-term people. Now we come to the second, and perhaps the most important, part of this book: happiness. Most of us think, when I become rich, then I will be happy. Or, when I get that promotion, then I will be happy. Naval says this is the biggest misunderstanding. Wealth, health, and happiness are the three big things in life. We usually chase them in this order, but their true importance is actually the opposite. Your happiness and inner peace matter the most, then your health, and only after that comes wealth. Naval gives a very different perspective on happiness. He says, happiness is not something you will find outside, and it is not something that happens to you. Happiness is a skill that you can develop, just like you build your body by going to the gym or learn a new language. We often think happiness means excitement or positive thoughts, but for Naval, happiness means peace, when there is no desire in your mind, when you do not feel a lack of anything, when your mind is not running into the future or the past, you are peaceful, and that peace is true happiness. Naval says a very powerful line that you should always remember. Desire is a contract you make with yourself to be unhappy until you get what you want. Think about this more deeply. When you say, I want that new car, you're actually telling yourself, I will not be happy until I get that car. All day long, every moment, We are trapped in such small and big desires. I want coffee. I want that phone. I want their attention. And then we wonder why we are not happy. We are unhappy because we are constantly waiting for something we do not have. So does this mean we should do nothing? Have no desires at all? Naval says, no, that is not the case. But keep only one big desire at a time. Choose your desires. Do not let them become your weakness. When you reduce your desires, you start accepting the present moment. And living in the present is happiness. Another biggest enemy of happiness is comparison or envy. We are climbing a social ladder where we are always looking at others. He has more money than me. She is more beautiful than me. His life looks so perfect. Naval gives a very powerful mental model here. He says that if you are jealous of someone, you cannot be jealous of only their success. You have to take their entire life. Are you ready to switch places with them? This means not just their money or fame, but also their problems, their fears, their broken relationships, their sleepless nights, everything. Do you want to be that person 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? When you ask yourself this question, the answer is usually no. You realize that you are actually okay in your own life. Stop playing the status game. The status game is a zero-sum game. For someone to be number one, someone else has to be number two. Instead, play the game of wealth creation, where everyone can win. So what should we practically do to live a happy and rich life? Naval has adopted some habits in his own life that we can also follow. First, make your health a priority. Naval says that his first priority is his health, second is his happiness, and third is his work. We often do the opposite. We sacrifice our sleep and health for work. But remember, a sick person has only one desire: to get better. A healthy person has 1,000 desires. Exercise every morning, get sunlight, and eat good food. Second, start reading. Naval says, read what you enjoy until you start loving reading itself. You do not need to read heavy books just to impress others. You can read science fiction, comics, or philosophy. What matters is that you keep learning continuously. Reading gives you mental models that help you make better decisions. One good book can open your mind and save you years of hard work. Third, have patience. Whether it is making money or finding inner peace, it is a long process. Let compound interest do its work. Success does not happen overnight. Naval says, be impatient with actions, but patient with results. This means act fast, but be patient with outcomes. If you are moving in the right direction, results will come. Fourth, meditation. Meditation does not mean you have to become a monk. For Naval, meditation means debugging your mind. Just sit quietly for some time, without a phone or a screen. Watch your thoughts. Do not try to stop them. Just observe them. Slowly, just like muddy water becomes clear when you let the dirt settle down, your mind also becomes calm. When your mind is calm, you make better decisions and stay happier. And the last thing, learn to live in the present. Naval says our mind is either stuck in regrets about the past or worries about the future. But the truth is, we only have this moment. Whatever you are doing, be fully present in it. If you can quiet the noise in your mind and truly live this moment, then you are truly rich. So friends, this is the essence of Naval Ravikant, book The Almanack. There are two big games in life, wealth and happiness, and both can be won. For wealth, recognize your uniqueness, specific knowledge, use leverage, technology/media, and gain equity, ownership. For happiness, reduce your desires, stop comparing yourself to others, and accept the present moment. Naval says, everything in life happens twice, first in your mind and then in reality. So first, make your mind rich and happy, and the outer world will change on its own. If you apply these principles in your life, not only will your bank balance grow, but the quality of your life will completely change. This book is like a treasure that should be read again and again.